Look, listen! Appearing offline does not fucking stop it. So stop giving fucking advice you know nothing about.
This guy would order I could drink a Yoo-Hoo too.
I wanted it so fucking bad. I just can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man.
I did say the age of consent should be 12. You know why I said that? Because growing up in high school, I knew girls that were like 12, 13, 14, fucking on the regular.
I was in the middle of recording a few videos, but it has come to my attention that recent news has came across on YouTube, and this is part of my commentary environment, and this is the kind of things I have to report on, or at least I necessarily feel like this is a thing I want to report on because this is just absolutely disgusting behavior. Wings of Redemption is a very old figure of YouTube, and I would love to cover part of his history, especially that Call of Duty 1v1. I'll put a little clip up right now. He has extensively been in the YouTube game for a long time, and it wasn't until recent he's become more of a mainstream YouTuber when he finally became part of the Locale Live show. Now, another thing I want to just let people know is that this show is absolutely filthy and disgusting in my opinion. I do not like how there's these random people that we have no idea who they are. But yet, despite all of that, Keemstar, or whoever's managing the Locale camp and whoever's really giving this environment, I'm going to play a clip right now. And this is a woman named Becky, and she is going to cut her hair off to get back on the show, essentially. And this is so hard to watch because, like, even if she is a bad person, I have not seen who Becky is specifically, but just watching this degradation of behavior is insane to me, you know. And ironically, not Boogie, but Wings of Redemption is the person cutting his hair off, and he's also got fired from the show, and he's catering to this kind of abusive, borderline abusive show of psychological abuse and physical abuse at this point. Wings of Redemption crashing out over these scripted events, and it's kind of funny because they got into an argument about Becky, and the scripted part of the show was that when Becky was going to return to Fat Camp, that whole thing was being pushed for drama, and Wings got tired of Keem's bullshit of feeding this lie, and that's what he says, he's feeding the lie in the video, and honestly, to a T, Keemstar is trying to wrangle these people, and this is the result you get. You try to wrangle these people, and this is the consequences, I feel like. And despite all the hassle that's going on right now with Wings, I feel like we're not pushing enough responsibility towards Keemstar himself, because he's the one that's kind of catering this environment and also allowing this shit to happen, especially with allowing the abuser going home with like Kelly was like obviously being in an abusive relationship and no one batted an eye about it until like after they're out of the house, and I get that they don't want to live stream everything, but it's one thing to just sweep everything under the rug and then victim blame or something, like they're trying to make a show out of this thing, and honestly, Boogie's comments on this after the fact is really just appalling. Like, good God, Boogie.
Let me lay the context. I didn't know we were going to talk about this today, but I guess the cat's out of the bag. Yeah. There's a video, Xylee, that we just watched an hour ago. Twiggy was riding with Jordy and Kelly.
Okay.
And at some point, can I borrow your arm for a second?
Yeah.
At some point, she was driving the car and Wings did this to her. Okay? Now, don't get upset.
Yeah, I'm not going to get upset with you.
So is it wise to send Kelly home with Wings?
I mean,
we can't stop her.
Right,
this was also before we knew.
Right, that's number one, before we knew. And number two, we can't stop her. We can't chain her to the radiator like she's her own woman. It's her own choice.
And this is the gross thing I'm talking about, where they're saying, well, we can't do anything about it, despite us witnessing it and also having footage of it, of said abuse, and not turning it into the proper authorities or anything. No, they just want to make sure that this show keeps going. It has to keep going. And you see how distant they are, and how they're trying to like they're trying their best to deflect and damage control everything, saying that, oh, we didn't know what was going on. But yet you guys are all chitter chatting and talking about how you obviously know what was going on in the car with Twiggy. And thankfully Twiggy, if I'm saying his name correctly, but he was the only person in that house that was able to leak essentially Kelly's abusive relationship and document it. And while everyone was on damage control, everyone rather talks about like, you see how they're talking about, oh well, what's the impact of domestic abuse and all that. Like, obviously it's bad shit, so why even mention it? You know, like, why even mention all this like shit other than just to cope with the situation? At this point, you're just coping, you know, and it's really disgusting to see that even Boogie's trying to do damage control here for while Keemstar's out of action, and this is his best to do damage control at the very least. This is why I feel like this is a very damage control response for the Locale Live team, and I think at this point these guys are at risk of permanently shutting down their channel with all the things that are going on with their show.
And thank God Breaking Banquet, he's the GOAT, because I don't want to support this show, because this show is absolutely disgusting. There's violence in the household, there's constant drama stirring, there's people being degraded. And so, as you can see, they have this show scripted to a degree to blow up the drama more. And of course, everyone's going to cover it, even the slightest bit of drama that comes out, you know. And it's, like I said, it's very gross. Now, anyhow, let's get to the main event, and that is Wings pushing Kelly over the goddamn table. And I also want to include that this is not just an incident that was just happening by this circumstance. It wasn't just circumstantial abuse. No, this is a pattern of domestic abuse. Because guess what? In this incident, they're like, oh, we have a woman being on live, essentially. And the worst part of it is that Kelly goes home with Wings. She goes home with him. And that kind of shit is insane to me. Wings is outed as a domestic violence abusive husband. Kelly is now a victim of domestic violence. And Locale Live is now at risk of ban because they have violent clips of them fighting between two women, and now between Wings and King now. So I'm not sure how YouTube's going to handle it. Locale Live is trying to delete clips. You hear me? They're trying to delete clips of Kelly so that they look better.
Now, I think you guys have enough interjection for me, and I'm going to play the clips now for the end of the video. Just because I like to just talk about what's going on at first to explain the context, and then you get to eat up the clips that everyone wants to see. It's just so that I can contextualize these videos a lot easier. Please let me know if you like it this way. If not, I would just play the clips along the way and then have my interjections there. I'm still trying to get used to this new commentary thing. But at the end of the day, you guys can have a good day. Don't be like these people. Signing out.
Jordy! Hey, dude! Jordy!
Someone take him down. Holy shit!
Get the fuck away from her! Get the fuck away from her! Whatever you want to do! Get the fuck away from you! That's your fucking wife! That's your fucking wife!
Turn it off.
What's wrong with you?
Now you go.
We made it so far.
Stop! Stop! Yep, there you go.
Oh my god.
Just playing. That's fucked.
I don't know. So he's just fucking sabotage the brand,
I'm not
sabotage.
sabotaging the brand for a lie that you fucking made.
Yeah.
I'm not sabotaging
Yeah,
the brand.
you are.
You creating a lie sabotaging the
And
brand.
you're even calling it a lie. You know?
It's a fucking lie.
You're even calling it a
What
lie.
part of it is not a fucking
You're
lie?
calling it a fucking
What
lie.
part of it's not a fucking lie?
It's
Tell
not
me
a
which
lie.
part of it.
It's not a
Look
lie.
right
It
there.
was a setup.
That's not a setup.
And
It's
why,
a fucking lie.
and why are you getting loud in my face?
Because I fucking can.
Dude, are you fucking... Are you fucking serious? You better stop.
Hey,
you better stop.
Wings, chill.
You better stop.
Wings,
You better
Hey, motherfucking Jesus fucking Christ. Roxy, where's the goddamn conversation?
What is going on?
Keen's Beard Dye super chatted $19.99. Help me, this fat alcoholic keeps putting me on his dandruff beard.
Okay.